every kind of life, and in such products as milk, eggs, caviar, etc. The ideas expressed by the great Hertu so astounded and agitated all the members of the Kelnuanian Council that the commotion made it impossible for the great Hertu to continue speaking, and he was compelled to abandon his speech and descend from the rostrum. It was further said, in that manuscript, that the day's result was a unanimous decision on the part of the members of the Kelnuanian Council to fix, with the help of the great Hertu those times of the year when the substance echnoch had more harmful effects on people, and to spread widely among the followers of Jesus Christ the custom of fasting at these times of the year. That is, of abstaining at certain times of the year from products containing the, for them, harmful substance, echnoch. With this, that Judaic-Essenian manuscript ended. As you see from this, the creators of this custom had in view that the followers of that religion should abstain at fixed times from those products which contain the substance very harmful for their health and particularly to their psyche. But the Russian Tsari Orthodox Christians, who consider themselves faithful followers of that great religion, also fast, but during their fast they eat the flesh of fish. That is to say, they eat just those organisms which contain, according to the researches of the great Hertu that harmful substance, echnoch, precisely to guard them against which that wise and salutary custom was created. And with that, my boy, I then concluded my conversation with that sympathetic young Persian. Concerning the destruction and transformation by contemporary beings of these good customs which were handed down from the ancient days of their wise ancestors, our incomparable Mullah Nasr ad-Din has also a very apt and wise sentence. People, people, why are you people? If only you were not people, you might perhaps be clever. A favorite saying of the American Uncle Sam also does very well to define the same idea. It is said that when Uncle Sam from America happens to have drunk a little more gin than usual, he always says during a pause, "When nothing's right, only then all is right." But for myself I will only say, in this case, wicked moon. At any rate, my dear boy, I must admit that certain customs existing there which have reached the contemporary favorites of yours from remote antiquity are exceedingly good for the ordinary existence of the beings of certain communities there. These customs are good because they were invented and introduced into the process of the existence of beings by those three-brained beings there, who brought the perfecting of their reason up to so high a degree as, unfortunately, none of your contemporary beings there any longer attains. The contemporary beings, are able to create only such customs as make the quality of their psyche still worse. For instance, they have recently made a practice of always, here, there, and everywhere, dancing a certain dance called the foxtrot. At the present time, this foxtrot is indulged in everywhere at all times of the day and night, not only by young and still unformed beings who do not even begin to be aware of the sense and aim of their arising and existence, but also by those whose faces clearly express, as it can be constated by every normal, more or less sensible three-brained being, that in respect of their duration of existence, our teacher would say, not only have they one foot in the grave, but even both. The point, however, is the process of the experience in a being during the said foxtrot is exactly similar to that which proceeds during that children's disease which the great Moses called mortorten. the disease which the great Moses devoted half his existence to eradicating from among children, a host of your contemporary favorites of responsible age have almost deliberately resurrected again, and spread not only among children and the general mass of adults, but also even among the aged as well. These good customs for ordinary existence reached your contemporary favorites from ancient three-brained beings of your planet, and very many now still exist there among the beings of various communities of the continent Asia. Certain of these customs existing there now appear, when first witnessed, as absurdly strange and barbaric. But on a close and impartial investigation of the inner meaning of any of these customs, one can see how skillfully there has been incorporated in them for the people who follow them one or another moral or hygienic benefit. Take as an example one of the most seemingly senseless of the customs there. One existing among a certain tribe of Asiatic beings called Kolenian lures, or Kolenian gypsies, dwelling between Persia and Afghanistan, and which other beings there call gypsy self-fumigation. Exactly the same end is served by this seemingly stupid custom as by the Persian custom of ablution or abdest. This gypsy tribe is regarded as the lowest and filthiest of all tribes existing on the earth, and indeed they are so filthy that their clothes are always swarming with the insects called lice. Their custom of self-fumigation also serves, by the way, to destroy these insects. Although the men beings of that tribe are indeed exceedingly filthy, yet not only do no venereal diseases exist among them, but they do not even know and have never heard that such diseases can be contracted. In my opinion, this is the outcome entirely of that custom of theirs, which some ancient clever being there invented for the welfare of the people of his epoch, and which, passing afterwards from generation to generation, chanced to reach these contemporary filthy beings of the tribe of Kolenian gypsies. For this rite of self-fumigation, every family of gypsies has also what is called an ateshkaini, that is, a stool of special form, which they regard as sacred. And this whole ritual of theirs they perform with the aid of this sacred stool. Every family of these gypsies has also what is called a tandur, that is, a special kind of earth pit, such as is found in the houses almost everywhere on the continent of Asia, and which serves as a hearth on which they usually bake bread and prepare food. In these tandurs in Asia, they burn chiefly what is called kizyak, a fuel composed of the dung of quadruped animals. The rite itself consists in this, that when the family of these gypsies returns home in the evening, they first remove all their clothing and shake them in this tandur. It is almost always hot in this tandur because the dung burns very slowly and the ashes formed around the kizyak keep the fire burning for a very long time. By the way, it is interesting to remark that when these gypsies shake their clothes in the tandur, a highly interesting phenomenon occurs from this action of theirs, namely, the lice of their clothes crawl out and, falling into,